contributor. Tom, it's great to have you here. Just offer your reaction as far as like the investment case is to be made here. What's the impact of the Supreme Court moving to strike down the bulk of these tariffs now?
Well, I think investors are, one, generally relieved. I know it adds some uncertainty, but I think that they might actually also breathe a sigh of relief that it's kind of putting limits on executive powers. I also think stocks are going to start to be bifurcated on what stocks are sort of unaffected by these tariffs versus those that have some either positive but uncertain timing of when that happens. I kind of think this is going to help revive the technology, software, and even the crypto trade because those groups have been largely shielded from the original tariff impacts, and they're not going to have any clouds of them over the unwind or the Supreme Court ruling.
Well, they could use a reminder of their positive attributes, Tom, after the start to the year that we've had. I have to imagine you sit there, and I know we can all sing the praises of these sectors, but you look at the trading activity. Does it not make you want to jump into a Deere and a Caterpillar and materials and a free? I mean, in all of these sectors, and see how much juice might be left in this trade, and maybe it's a couple of years worth. I don't know.
Yeah, well, energy and basic materials have been our top sector pick for this year, and we like industrials. And there's so many good fundamental reasons to sort of favor, as you've been calling, like real world companies. And I think that there is still a lot of legs to that because we know that there is an investment spending cycle coming. But I also think we're kind of in the later stages of that decline for software, which has really had a waterfall decline, and for the Mag 7, which are seen as the armies of the AI trade, not the bullet makers. So I think that that's going to provide a lot of support for the overall index because if Mag 7 and the software stocks stabilize, it allows the market to trade higher.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I think to back up for a second, part of what supported the market the last couple of years is not just AI. It's actually just been rates coming down. And maybe the bigger story in some ways is you get a 3% inflation print, a Fed that might be a coin flip for lowering. And I'm curious how important it is to the markets, to everything we're talking about, that they continue to lower rates.
I think it's a big deal because, as you point out, from 2022 to last year, the Fed is trying to establish inflation credibility and fight inflation. So even as they cut rates, it's really been a hawkish Fed.